first one will be from Joe Bettner with the Norman transcript, and then we'll go to Eric Bailey. Joe?
Okay.
Marquis, thanks for doing this, man. Wanted to ask you just about the offensive line. Asked a few of your teammates just about, what was so different about last season, and camaraderie and just like not feeling as connected as usual was a common trend. Have you noticed that bond maybe getting better as far as like being in spring and kind of those COVID restrictions maybe being loosened a little bit?
I feel like last year, I feel like we was coming in with that same old line. Like we replaced RJ at tackle a little bit, but other than that, I feel like we had that bond because Creed, Adrian, Tyrese, we was all in the same grade. But this year, I feel like the young cats like Andrew Rame and the Chris Marys and the Anton, like they becoming leaders. So it's like their chemistry is being bonded because we all on the same page. Like in the instance of us being together or us trying to be better every day. So I feel like that's the camaraderie right there because we all want to be the best online in the country.
Gotcha, man. Thank you.
Okay, let's go to Eric Bailey and then Ryan Aber.
Hey, Marquis. Just was wondering, what do you think it'll be like to be playing without Creed for the first time in your OU career, and how is that center position evolving through spring drills?
Creed Humphreys, he the guy. So it's like without him right there, it is a different feeling. Like I'm not saying that at Chris Murray or Andrew, whoever's at center coming out in the fall, he's not going to be that. But Creed is a guy that always do everything right. He's always there. So it's going to be tough, but I feel like the young cats play with a different mentality instead of like always attacking. So I feel like the center's probably going to be just as great or even better.
Thanks a bunch, Marquis. Have a good weekend, okay?
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Let's go to Ryan Aber and then Jason Kersey.
Yeah, Marquis, we talked to Bill Beedenbow recently and talked about the way that you've sort of overhauled your body a little bit, I guess gotten a little slimmer. How has that process gone? And how do you feel now this spring, just personally, the way your game's coming along?
I feel better in the season. I was probably like 342, 343 on a good day. So today I weighed in at 324. So it's kind of like I do feel more faster. I do feel more like I haven't lost that much strength. So I feel like I feel way better and I feel comfortable with this weight. So hopefully I just keep slimming down and toning up so I can go every play and be the best I can be.
Appreciate it, Marquis.
Yes, sir.
Jason Kersey and then John Hoover.
Hey, Marquis, I wanted to ask you, with Adrian and Creed both deciding to go to the NFL, I know you announced your decision to come back in January, but could you take us through your decision-making process? How much did you think about making that jump?
It was crazy. I thought about it a lot because with them two guys going, they're my best friends, you know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like I was getting left behind. So it was kind of hard on me, like in a different type of way, but I felt like I didn't have the season enough to even think about leaving. So it really wasn't that hard for me because I had my mindset on coming back and being some way different, having a way better season than I had last year and a better showing this year.
Thanks, man.
Yes, sir.
John Hoover and then Kerry Murdoch.
Hey, Marquis, I want to ask you about Spencer being kind of in a unique situation in that he's coming into his third year of college football. After this spring, he'll be entering year 3.
Mm-hmm.
But this is his first spring. He's kind of the experienced guy, but he's also kind of learning at a very high rate. Mm-hmm. I wonder what your thoughts are on him, his progress as the quarterback, the leader of the offense, the guy who teaches the other young quarterbacks, things like that. Just what you've seen, your observations.
Obviously, when he first came in, we did have spring. We didn't have spring last year, so it was kind of tough for him just stepping in that season without a spring. But I just seen, like, gradually, like, he gets so much better in the season. So now it just came easy. Like, this spring, he just looked like the guy we need, the first pick Heisman candidate type. You know what I'm saying? So he looks way comfortable. He's the leader we need, and he talks more. He's more aggressive. So that's what we need in a captain and a leader.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Kerry Murdoch and then Mason Young.
Hey, Marquis, good to see you, man. I think somebody needs to address this, and I think the fact that St. Louis has its own ribs named after it,
Yeah.
How did the team rally around Lincoln Riley when he got attacked on social media for posting his brisket?
uh, honestly, I would have ate the brisket. You know what I'm saying? That's coach, so I would have tried it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna knock it until you try it. I know they was getting on them, but we rally around because that's our coach. So we ate there before, and it was some home cooked meals. So they know Twitter gonna bash you here and there, but I would have tried it. I would knock it before I tried it.
Now you're saying you've tasted his cooking before. It's good.
Yeah. He cooked plenty of times at the house and had the offense over a couple of times and like that. He didn't cater it. He really cooked it, so it was pretty good. So I ain't had the ribs, but I would try it.
Appreciate it, Marquis.
Yeah.
Go to Mason Young and then Parker Thune.
Yeah, Marquis, wanted to ask you about Wanye Morris, just with him coming in, what you've seen from him and just how much you think you guys can help you out. How much you guys think he can help you out on your offensive line?
Wanye is a big cat, but I feel like that the offense is, you know what I'm saying? Oklahoma offense is different than other offenses. So it takes a little bit of time for people to catch on, but he's a great athlete. He's a good guy. So once he get that playbook in the back of his hand, he don't have to think about what he's doing. He's going to be a heck of a player for us.
Thank you.
Okay, Parker Thune and then Josh Calloway.
Yeah, Marquise, obviously you and Tyrese are kind of the elder statesmen in the offensive line room at this point in time. But just kind of curious, as you think about some of the younger guys, who have you really seen take steps forward? Maybe guys that fans haven't necessarily seen on the field, but that you've identified as guys that can make an impact for this team down the road.
Down the road. Obviously, fans know about the Anton Harrisons, the Andrew Rames, the Chris Marys, but it's guys like Tank. It's guys like we call him Tank. But it's guys like Marcus, he's pretty good. It's guys like step in like Daryl Simpson, he's getting pretty good. And Bray Walker's look good too. He's in. So everybody's on the road. Like I feel like the team never been like this with extra work and putting more work in. So I feel like everybody's hungry. So I feel like the O-line is feeling it. So everybody wants playing time. So everybody's trying to get as better as quick as they can.
Thanks, Marquise.
Okay, last question, Josh Calloway.
Yeah, Marquis, I'm just curious, you've been around the program for a while. Just how do you feel the energy or the excitement, I guess, going through the spring for the entire team has been compared to the previous years after not having spring last year, but then also, the expectations for what this team could possibly be next season? Is it higher than it's been, maybe in other seasons?
Yeah, that's what I was just trying to say there, but I kind of get twisted up. But we have been putting in extra work. Like, you got third-string D tackles, third-string guards, third-string quarterbacks that's putting as much work in as a starter or probably even more. It just feel like everybody feels like the opportunity. Like, since Florida, we beat Florida like that, I feel like since we left that day, we just know that we could be that team that OU hasn't had in a while, and both sides of the ball, three sides of the ball. So that's what we heading to.